Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Buffalo Sabres Be a GM. We are getting back at it, and again, I went to you guys for some support. So, I'm just going to remind you of what things look like right now. So we're going to pop into edit lines. So right now we got Sam Reinhart, Johnny Gaudreau, Jordan Eberle on that top line. The second line we got DeLuca, Stahl, and Konechny. All right, so a good balance, but some tweaks could be made. Somebody else said the Girgensons-Foligno line just doesn't work together, and that we might try finding somebody a little bit better defensively than these two. Mind you, look at Foligno's defense, man. He's solid defensively. 89 shot blocking, 87 stick checking, and 85 defensive awareness. But he is -5, so, and we might give him a little bit of time with Troy Brouwer, because, I mean, Troy Brouwer's got good defense, 4-star defense, not as good as everybody else's, but that poise is going to help them, I think, and having that added bit of a grinder. Now, one of the things that I did want to explore was possibly, I mean, one of the big things is we only have two two-way forwards in the lineup, Girgensons and Zacha. We don't have anything in the top 6. Now, somebody else brought to my attention as well with DeLuca. He's only got 79 offensive awareness. His senses are actually kind of crap. His poise is 65, like that's pretty much as low as you can go. His shot is great, but you know what? For the most part, he hasn't really scoring that much. He's got 24 points in 47 games, which is okay. He's got 14 goals. I guess that's all right. But I think that we can give him someone better. Johnny Gaudreau, I mean, he's 26 years old. He's pretty much maxed out, but he's a goal scorer, you know, and he's 42 points in 47 games. Really a bright light, so I'm not too worried about him. Now, a lot of people are still saying get rid of Eric Stahl. Get rid of Eric Stahl. He's old, and he pretty, like, Konechny is a center. He's a centerman. He should be playing center. His faceoffs aren't as good, but that's okay. His poise is low. We should add some better players here to help him out. So, here were a couple trades I was thinking about. Number one, we need to add some physicality. All right, that's the big thing. We need to add a physical player. Number two, we need to add a two-way forward. So I was going through and having a look at the players available, those type of players that fill that role. Number one in Boston, Milan Lucic, one of the most physical players in the game. He's got 88 shooting categories. You know, if he balances slap shot off, it's 88. His puck skills are pretty good for a big guy. His senses are great, offensive awareness at 88. Okay skating, but again, he's a big dude. He's going to be bringing that physical element. Physicality is through the roof. His poise is 85, too, which is nice. Defense, he's got great defense, despite the fact it's only 4 stars. But that's stick checking at 90, defensive awareness 85. He's a good, solid power forward to have on our second line. So there's Milan Lucic. Now, the other player I wanted to look at was in Philadelphia, a right winger, all right? We'll take a look at our right winger in Philadelphia. Wayne Simmonds, 86 overall, 31 years old, 85 points, again, so he's a bit of an aging player, but he's got a great shot, decent puck skills, I suppose, good offensive awareness at 87. Skating is great, he's a physical player, his defense is really solid. Wayne Simmonds is a good all-around player and brings that physical element that we need, and he's a two-way forward. So I was thinking about Wayne Simmonds. So the trades that would occur would be Wayne Simmonds, and in their direction, we would be sending Anthony DeLuca. This would give them a sniper, and if you take a look at their lineup here, they've got Kucherov, they got Voracek, they got Wayne Simmonds, all on the right wing. This would give them a solid left wing option, something they don't have. So this, to me, makes sense. I'm thinking I'm going to try and offer this. It's pretty even. I might need to sweeten the pot just a tad. So I'm just going to look at... What's going on here? There we go. I'm just going to look at draft picks here. Let me throw in a fourth. I think a fourth from Anaheim would do the trick. So, DeLuca and a fourth for Wayne Simmonds. Wayne Simmonds is considered a first-line forward. I really wouldn't put him there. But whatever. They've got so much depth on the right wing. They could spread it out, and we could stand to pick up a Wayne Simmonds. I mean, there's a cap space thing there going on. Actually, hold on. I want to see how much he's got left on his contract. Oh, hold on. Oop. Simmonds has 4 years left. 4 years left at $6 million, so he's a pricey player. But for now, I think he could fit the bill. There are some players we're going to have to re-sign. We'll see how things go coming up here, but I think that's a good option for us, despite that he has 4 years at $6 million. Oh, hold on. I do want to explore a couple things first. Pittsburgh, they don't really have any right wings that I want. No two-way forwards. St. Louis, TJ Oshie, it's a little bit out of our price range. Tampa Bay, Cole. No, these guys, I guess Callahan, Ryan Callahan, he's a grinder. Great, decent senses, really good senses actually. Defensive awareness defense is fantastic. Defensive awareness is great. His shot isn't as good. Puck skills are comparable. Physical, yeah, but he's a little bit older. He's 3 years older, so we're only going to get a couple years out of Callahan. Toronto, They got Nylander, not really something I'm looking for. Panic, Richard Panic, I'm assuming he's probably a playmaker, is he not? A sniper, sorry. Sniper, not what I'm looking for. I think we're good there. Vancouver, Wheel and Cassian. Zach Cassian's a power forward, 86 overall, 29 years old. Not very good defensively. He's got good stick checking, but the rest is kind of weak. I think that Lucic is better, for sure. Washington, they don't have anybody on the... Oh, they have right wing all the way down there. Johansson, nope. Winnipeg, Blake Wheeler, 33 years old, a little bit pricey for us. And Anaheim again. So I think the best bet for us would be Wayne Simmonds in Philadelphia. His value's there. I think this is a good deal all around. Let's see, will it go through? Anthony DeLuca in a fourth for Wayne Simmonds, and it won't. It's too far off. The value's too far off. We actually are going to have to add a player. We're going to have to add a player that they want. Let me scroll down here. Find somebody that doesn't have a contract. You know what? Let's throw Nick Baptiste their way. This would go through, too. Nick Baptiste, he's a depth forward. He's never really going to make it. 3.5 red star, or 3.5 yellow star power forward. That's good. Will it go? And it will. There you go. So Wayne Simmonds is now a member of the Buffalo Sabres. Now let's head over to Buffalo, or to Boston. We're going to add that physical force in Milan Lucic. He can score. Yeah, we're adding $6.345 million in cap space, or in cap, but Stahl is 6.040, so it's really not that big of a deal. In terms of value, it's a little bit off. So we're going to, and let me just see, what do they have for centers? They've got a lot of centers, so this would add some serious depth to their lineup at center. They could play him on the wing too, so I think it's good for everybody. Left, I mean, this is taking one of their best left wings away. But I'm not too worried about it. I really don't care at this point. Some of the realism in this game is definitely gone. We need to add somebody here that they want, unless they want picks. Maybe a second. I would trade Stahl, because I think the value is pretty close. Hold on. You know what? It's pretty close. I think a second is almost is too much of a reach. I think that's too much. Let us see what we have for players that they'd want. They're in the minors. Nobody they'd want in the minors. It's all in the NHL. Dunn. They don't even want Vince Dunn. Zach Smith. There's nobody here. What about goalies? No goalies matching block. We could send them... What's Zanussi about? What's he? He's 4 yellow stars. We can't keep all these 4 yellow star players. Alright, it's Cameron Zanussi, 4 yellow star. Okay, what if we sent Cam Zanussi at them? And we asked for a goalie back? They don't have anybody that they could give back. I don't think that we'd even be able to take a player back from them. They're just too valuable. Hold on. Oh, that would go through. Dan Paillet. He's playing in the AHL, is he not? Yeah. So Dan Paillet and Milan Lucic for Stahl and Zanussi. I still don't think this will go through. We can try. We'll see what happens here. Will this go? I think this is a good trade for us. We're moving Stahl, who's 35? 35 years old. Brings solid numbers to the table, but Konechny can be the center, and we should be playing him in his natural position. Will this go? And it won't. It isn't sufficient at all. So I think we might need to include the second as well. You know what? I'm not going to include this second. Oh, I don't have next year's second. You know what? Somebody was saying that we could deal 2 years from now. Yeah, because that did happen recently. So let's do that. Let's do Stahl, Zanussi, and 2022 second round pick for Lucic and Paillet. Will this go through? Oh, wow. Isn't sufficient at all. Okay, then I'm going to trade this year's second. I'll trade this year's second. Can't get much worse. I think this is an overextension in my opinion. But I don't think we have much of a choice. And we're getting rid of... If this doesn't go through, then I'll give up on it. Will it go? And it will. There you go. So we got Milan Lucic. We gave up way too much to get him, in my opinion, yes. But that's okay. We're going to edit our lines. Best lines here. They've got Lucic playing the top line. I don't like this right now. I want it, because Gaudreau's a left winger. So we're going to do it like this. We're going to put Lucic on the second line. Eberle and Simmonds switch. So this is what our lineup looks like now. Gaudreau, Reinhart, Eberle, Lucic, Konechny, Simmonds, Foligno, Gergensons, Brouwer, Zaka, Smith, and Waugh. This makes a huge difference to our lineup. Adds a real depth to our team. I think I like that a lot better. We got a lot more poise here. Got rid of some young guys that really aren't performing as much. Added some guys that are in their prime. Defensively, though, somebody was saying that we should get rid of Madison Bowie. He is 4 yellow stars, 24 years old, 99 shot categories, man. Like, he's a beast. And they want us to get, like, a nice, solid defensive defenseman to play with D'Angelo. So I'm not against that. I'm not against that. We can take a look. Oh, it's over. Your team is over the roster? What the hell? How many guys do we have up right now? Oh, we got Paillet up. Send him down. Don't care. Condra, send him down. Zaka, we're keeping. Bolus, send him down. That's it. So let's go back to edit lines. Best lines. Make sure it's right. Yeah, Zaka, Waugh, Smith. That's fine. I'm good with that. Good. Oh, hold on. Sorry. My bad. I forgot to fix it. And then, there you go. That's what we want. All right. Next, let us go and see. I know, lots of trading going on. This has been a lot of deals. Oh. We're going to see. Actually, you know what? I'll go to the trade block, and we'll see what kind of a... we're going to clear this. We're going to look for a defenseman. We're going to look for a top 6 defenseman. I'm going to look for somebody that's 27 years of age or older. We want to add somebody with veteran leadership. And I want him to max out at 30, we'll say 32 years old. We're looking for somebody with great defense, at least 4.5 star, at least 4-star physicality. And let's see what kind of player we can come up with. There may not be many. Radko Gudas, an enforcer defenseman? No. Scandella. Marco Scandella, defensive defenseman, good defensive awareness and defensive categories. Poise is not great. Weber, 75 poise. Okay, hold on. What I'm going to do is fix this. I want that poise. I think poise is going to be a huge factor, and I always say it is, but I never really practice what I preach. And I'm going to set it to 79, because I don't want to be cut off by that 80, because 79 is pretty much 80. Radko Gudas is the only guy with 80 poise, 82... No, that's not what I want, though. Alright, let us take the physical side down. And we get Jake Muzzin, offensive defenseman. No, I don't want another offensive defenseman. Let me look for a top 4. I think we can afford a top 4 with good physicality. Let's try that. Alright, so that adds quite a few. Nicholas Hjalmarsson, that's a little bit of a jump. Luke Shen, though, defensive defenseman. He's a right-handed shooter. Damn it, he's a right-handed shooter. Hjalmarsson, left-handed shooter, defensive defenseman. Great defense. I mean, he's a fantastic player. It almost makes me wonder. I mean, he's 32. Bogosian is 29, two-way defenseman. Hermanic is a defensive defenseman, right-handed shooter. Johnson, right-handed. Alsner, right-handed, right? Yeah. Oh, no, he's left-handed. But again, we're getting way up there now. Let me take the physical side down and see who else yeah, we're just looking for defensive defenseman. Jeff Petrie, he's right-handed. Right-handed. Spiza, left-handed, two-way defenseman. Good defensive categories, good poise. Roman Josie, left. Hjalmarsson and Demers. No, we already had Demers. Hamonic, no. I'm interested in possibly Hjalmarsson. I don't know what kind of value Madison Bowie has. Let's see here. Bowie, he doesn't carry much value. We'd have to give a player of equal quality over. Dominic Bullis, we know about him. 79 overall. Jesus, Dominic Bullis. He's amazing. Amazing player. He's going to be so good next year. Two-way defenseman. What's the deal with Bonvy again? Sniper, 4 yellow star. He's got such good value. I don't want to get rid of him. What if I gave them a bunch of these guys, like Lejeune? If I gave them Lejeune and Borer, okay, if I gave them then those 3, I think that would probably go through. How are we on cap space here right now? We're at 10.56 if we take this on. That's still not bad. That's still not bad. And Hjalmarsson, how many years he got left? 2 years left at $5 million. He'd be 32 years old. Yeah, we're getting rid of Madison Bowie, but it's okay. We've got a bunch of guys coming up through the system that are going to help. I think this is good. This will help us because Madison Bowie's poise is what? 65. And Hjalmarsson's poise is 85. Huge jump. I think that'll help a lot, and that gives us another left-handed shooter. Will it work? No. Doesn't meet our trade block needs particularly well. Okay. Trade block. Let's take a look. No, I don't want to. Okay, hold on. I'm going to try one more here. I'm going to try throwing that last guy in there, Boyer, and see if this goes through. Will it go? There you go. That's a sweet proposal on their half. So that is a big, basically, offer for for a guy that's going to be playing the third pairing. But this will help us big time, I think. I think this is going to be a huge, huge difference. Let's go to edit lines. We'll do best lines again. I'll fix it around. Don't worry. And over. Perfect. That's good. And then we've got Shattenkirk and Falk. That's fine. Yandel and Hjalmarsson is what we've got going on there. I don't want to do that, but I guess that wouldn't hurt. They're both left-handed, though. That's not what we want, though. So we want to do this. Because Dollywall's a righty, right? Yeah, Dollywall is a righty. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do those two together, and those two together. That's a nice combo, guys. And that adds a ton of poise throughout our lineup. Ton of poise. Take a look at our power play. We got Gaudreau, Reinhardt, and Eberle. Lucic, Konechny, and Simmonds. That's fine. The four-man power play, Reinhardt and Gaudreau, Konechny, and Eberle. That's fine there, too. Penalty kill, we got Smith and Girgensons, Reinhardt and Konechny, and Zach Smith and Girgensons 4-on-4. Doesn't really matter too much there. Actually, you know what? I don't know why we've got Wah in here and not Girgensons. All right, and let's make sure that everybody here is not scratched. All right, good. So that's set to go. That's set to go. I don't know why we have Falk jumping in here. I don't want Falk jumping in. I would rather have Konechny jump in. He's got, because look at Konechny's numbers. He's going to help everybody get better. His hand-eye is terrible. His passing's really not great, comparably. Really, actually. I thought it'd be better than that. He's more of a sniper. He's kind of a weird player. Offensive awareness 88, though. So he's going to score like crazy if he's with the right players. And those guys around him, I think, are decent playmakers. Decent. Not great, but decent. All right, let's see how this feels with our team. We've got a lot more veteran leadership. Let us sim now up to the end of February, and really we've got to step into high gear here. We need to win some games, and we've now got a team that has a completely different look to it. Completely different look at it. We got a new goalie. We got a new second line. Pretty much our entire second line. Our third line and fourth line have been fixed a little bit too. Let's see how things go. Maybe we can string some wins together, and it's a 2-1 win right off the bat. Give John Gibson a 5-1 win, 5-0 win. Give John Gibson a chance to actually perform. And if this is the case, then maybe we found the key. I mean, it's something that I've preached in my Be a GM tutorial. I did, and I don't abide by it mainly because I like to give people what they want. I like to give people something realistic. But when I built that Be a GM tutorial, it was based on not having the realism factor in it, and the fact that you're just going to be you're going to be playing a video game, right? You're going to be playing a video game, and you're going to be able to do what you want. You're going to be able to pick up who you want. Well, we lost 7-2 in that one. You're going to be able to pick up whoever you want, whenever you want, type thing. And, there you go, there's a win. So, to actually think that you can do that without sacrificing some of the realism is a little ridiculous. You know, you're going to have to. And so, that's what I'm kind of doing here. I'm compromising a little bit to get ourselves back on track. I have tried to build from within. But the fact of the matter is, our two of our top picks from that first year fell through. Pavel Zacha is not influencing our lineup at all. At all. Velasic for our first? No, in case we still fall out, I still want to have that pick. What was I saying? Sorry. Shoot. What was I talking about? Crap, I forgot what I was talking about. My train of thought was destroyed by that one. What the hell? We were talking about... Oh my god, I hate when I do this. I absolutely hate when I do this. Hate it. Alright. Either way. Anyway, we'll just move on. Oh yeah, Zacha fell through, and then the other defenseman that we picked up, who was not Hannafin. Not Hannafin. Some other guy. The other guy. Was it Kylington? Might have been Kylington. I'm not sure. Let's do our scouting assignment. Well, we are winning now, guys. This is a difference. We may have found something that works with our team. Let's scout here for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. There's only one top 10. But we're now 25, 24, and 10. This is the first time that we've actually been above the 500 mark this year. First time. I think, yeah, it is the first time we've been above the 500 mark. And there's a loss to bring us back down. But we are gaining, right? We were 4 or 5 below 500 when we started the sim again after the trades. There's another loss. But we are jumping in there. So I'm interested to see how we do in this latter half, because we can still make the playoffs. We are not that far out. We go on a nice string of wins, which is possible. I think we'll be okay. So there you go. So 26, 26, and 10. We got the trade deadline coming up. We'll probably leave that for the next video, judging by how long it took here. We're not going to be up there for anything at all. Save percentage, we're not up there. Oh, yeah, Gibbons up there for wins. We're not up there for save percentage. We aren't up there for goals against average. We knew all that. Team standings is what I'm most interested in. We're at 62 points. We're actually not far out of a playoff spot. We're only 6 points out of a playoff spot, guys. 6 points. So we could do this. We could get into the playoffs. All right, so it's not that far. We can do this. When we come back, I think it's probably fair that we do an assessment of the... Well, you know what? It's probably not fair that we do an assessment of the team because we just made so many changes. I want to do one more look through my roster to make sure I'm happy with it. We'll set our trading block when we come back as well. And then we'll take a look at pushing forward here through the trade deadline. I don't see us making any trades because we made some serious wholesale changes already. But if you guys have anything you might like to add, something we could do differently, or some other trades we can make. I mean, obviously we've been very active already. But if you guys have any suggestions at all, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Make sure you hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. Those links are in the description below as well. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, guys. That's what it's all about, and that helps me grow. So I really appreciate it when you guys do that. Tell your friends, yada yada, so on, so on. Until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.